Welcome to your complete 21-day step-by-step practice routine. I do have 21 exercises for you. You will learn to find the notes on the piano, playing scales, chords, improvising, reading sheet music, and yes, even perform full songs. Think of this as your 3-week piano bootcamp, and you might surprise yourself with how far you can go in just 3 short weeks. So grab that seat because your musical journey starts now. To navigate the keyboard, the good news is we can use the black keys as a guide. As you can see, the black keys are arranged in 2 and 3. And these groups help us locate important notes that we can use as a starting point to find all other notes. We call this our landmark notes. For instance, if I go to this group of 2 black keys, we can select the left one, then move to the white key on its left. This one is called C. But what I like to do is to go to the group of 3 black keys, choose the middle one, and then move to the white key on its right. This is our landmark note A. And this is my favorite because from here we can follow the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And again, yeah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The notes are repeated again and again across the entire keyboard. And both C and A are great notes to start with. And by learning these landmarks, you're already making progress in your piano journey. So don't go anywhere because the next exercise is going to reinforce this knowledge and boost your piano skills to the next level. Okay, here's the exercise for day 1. The better you get at this exercise, the more confident and fluent you will be in playing the piano. We will do this together. I will name a random key on the piano, and your goal is to place your finger on that key as fast as possible. But first, remove the letters. And here's how it works. We have 2 levels. Level 1. With your left hand, with your left pointer finger, you play the A. Remember, we have the group of 3 black keys. The middle one to the right is A. So our left hand pointer can stay there. And when I say play the note D, you have 3 seconds to go from A, B, C, D. Yeah, and this is your goal, to find the D as fast as possible. When I say F, you need to count A, B, C, D, E, F and play this note. Okay? As fast as possible. Okay, ready? Place your left pointer on A. And now I call a note and I count down from 3, 2, 1, 0, and then I play the note to confirm if you are right or wrong. Okay, ready? First note is E. 3, 2, 1. The next note is F. 3, 2, 1. The next note is C. 3, 2, 1. The next note is G. 3, 2, 1. The next note is C. 3, 2, 1. The next note is B. 3, 2, 1. The next note is F. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! That was awesome! That was level 1. You can do this at any time by yourself. Level 2 is much harder. This time, we play our notes with both hands. Right hand thumb and left hand pinky. When I say C, we position our hand like this and play C and C. Always focus on your landmark note A with your eyes, because then when I say play the note D, you can count with your eyes A, B, C, D. Position your right hand thumb here and your left hand pinky here and play these notes at the same time. Left hand pinky, right hand thumb. These are both Ds. But this time you have 5 seconds. One first test. I say play the note C. Then we count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, and you can play this as fast as possible. When you know it earlier, you can play it earlier. Ready? Let's go. First, play the note A. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next, play the note D. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, play the note F. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, play the note B. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, play the note C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, play the note G. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, play the note E. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, play the note F. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! That was awesome! That was not easy. And no matter if you made some mistakes or not, you can be proud that you tried it. Give yourself a round of applause because you have just learned how to find the keys quickly and easily on the piano. Keep practicing this exercise and you will see great results in your piano journey. Welcome to day 2. Today's an exciting day because you will learn your first chord. Chords are essential for playing the piano, as they form the basis of music. You can think of chords as building blocks of songs. And you might be surprised to learn that I didn't learn my first chord until I had been taking piano lessons for several months. But you're lucky because you will learn your first chord right now. So let's begin with exercise for day 2, playing your first chord the right way. First, we need to find our middle C on the keyboard, on the piano. This is the note that our thumb will play. Then we need to skip one white key to the right and play the next one. This is the note that our middle finger will play. And finally, we need to skip another white key to the right and play the next one. This is the note that our pinky finger will play. These 3 notes, C, E, and G. And these together, they make the chord called C major. Now, here comes the challenge. We need to play all these 3 notes at the same time like this. Please pay attention to how all the notes sound together exactly at the same time. Not like this, and also not like this. It's very important, and it might seem easier than it actually is to play all notes exactly at the same time. But if you practice this for at least 20 times or better 50 or even 100 times, it only takes a few minutes, and this is the exercise for day 2. Play your first chord in the right and professional way. Please pause this video now and repeat this chord for 50 times, or better, 100 times. It only takes a few minutes, but it's very important that you really do this now. Okay, welcome back and congratulations to your second exercise. Remember, this is a 21-day piano course. The next exercise is for tomorrow. And the reason is, while you're sleeping, your brain will process everything what you learned today. And tomorrow, when you get up in the morning, you're a little smarter than today. This is the piano practice superpower. Learn, practice, sleep, repeat. Learn, practice, sleep, repeat. Over 21 days. Please make sure to save the link to this video or save it into your watch later on YouTube. And then I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Welcome to day 3. Today is an exciting day because you will start to learn your first song. As I mentioned before, chords are essential for playing the piano and they form the basis of music. So the same is true for our first song here. And that's why we will learn the first 4 chords of our first easy song. The first chord is our C major chord. You already learned it yesterday. It has the notes C, E, and G. We play the notes with thumb, middle finger, and pinky finger, all at the same time. The second chord is E minor. To play this chord, we move our thumb 1 white key to the left. That's the B. Now we have the notes B, E, G. Relax the hand real quick and play all notes at the same time. The third chord is A minor. To play this chord, we move our thumb 1 white key down and the pinky finger goes up respectively. Whoop. In the middle, we stay on E, but we can change the finger from the middle finger to pointer finger. Again, try to relax the hand, reposition it. A, E, A with thumb, pointer, and pinky finger. Okay, the transition between these chords seems to be hard, right? But it's only hard right now. Give it 5 to 10 minutes. Practice the first 2 chords first. Then go to chord number 3. Take your time for chord number 3. Then go to chord number 4. Take your time for chord number 4. And after 10 minutes, you can play all 4 chords together. We then do have the full exercise for today. The 4th chord and last chord is F major. To play this chord, we only change the middle note. So we go from E, 1 white key up, to the right and play F, and we play this with the middle finger. Now we have the notes A, F, A. And here comes the exercise. We will play each chord for 4 times like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thumb down E minor. 2, 3, 4. A minor. Thumb goes down, pinky goes up. And in the middle we change. We can still use the middle finger or use the pointer finger. What works best for you? 2, 3, 4. But now we need to change the finger. F. This goes up. 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congratulations! That was awesome! That was not easy. Make sure to practice this exercise very well, because tomorrow we will add more to it. Welcome to day 4. You will continue to learn your first easy song, and we will build on top of the chords you learned yesterday. Yesterday you learned 4 easy chords: C major, E minor, A minor, and F major. Today we will learn a special way to play these chords. Instead of playing all the notes at the same time, we will play them one by one in a certain order. So let's start with the exercise. Here's how it works. Let's start with our C major chord. We have the notes C, E, G, and we play them with thumb, middle finger, pinky finger. And now we play the notes up and down, one after another. Yeah, so we start with C, then E, then G, go back to E. So we have C, E, G, E. Yeah? And we play this for 4 times. So this is one round. 1. Now 2. Now 3. And 4. After 4 times, we move on to the next chord, E minor. Yeah, we move our thumb 1 wide key to the left to B, and we keep all the other fingers where they are. And again, we play the notes up and down for 4 times. 1, 2, now is 2. And 3. And 4. Then we move to the next chord, A minor. We move our thumb down and pinky finger goes up. Yeah, and again we play 1, 2, and you can try the pointer finger in the middle if this works better. And also you can move your hand a little like this. Yeah, if you can't play this, and if your hand is too small, you can, move your hand like this, because we don't play all the notes at the same time. Okay, for 4 times. And then the last chord, we go from E up to F and again play 1, 2, 3, and 4. Our F major chord. So let me play all together for you, and that's the exercise for today. First I play them slow and then I play them fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next chord, and 1. And 3. And 4. Next chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. And last chord, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when I play this fast, it sounds like this. Enjoy, and I'm looking forward to see you for the next one tomorrow. Welcome to day 5. Today we are going to learn how to play the left hand together with the right hand in our song. And this is one of the most challenging skills for piano players. But don't worry, I will guide you step by step. First, I will show you the notes. Then you will practice the left hand, and then in part 3 we will play both hands together at the same time. So let's start with part number 1, the notes. So, the left thumb plays the note C. Then the pointer goes down and plays the note B. Then the middle finger plays the note A. And the pinky plays the note F. And please note, pinky finger and ring finger are the weakest fingers we have. Yeah, it might be hard for them for you to play them at first. This is totally normal for beginners, yeah? And it will get easier over time. It will probably look something like this, yeah? Okay, but these are the notes. So, part 2 is to practice the left hand, and we will count out loud and play. Yeah, this will help us play at a steady pace, not too fast, not too slow. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And again. Thumb, 2, 3, 4. Pointer, 2, 3, 4. Middle finger, 2, 3, 4. And pinky, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, chances are high that you need more time to practice this. Please pause the video now and repeat this for at least 5 till 10 times. And that was part 2. Then let's move on to part 3. We are ready now to play both hands at the same time. And the trick is to play the left hand note at the same time as the right hand note, the first notes. And then the right hand will continue to play our chord as we did yesterday. So let me show you. We play it together. And the right hand continues to play the chord for 4 times. 3 and 4. So then for the next chord, for the E minor chord, right thumb goes down and left hand plays pointer, both at the same time. And the right hand continues alone. And then next, left hand plays A, right hand plays also A, thumb and middle finger. And the right hand continues to play our chord for 4 times. And last chord, left hand plays F, right hand plays A together. And the right hand alone continues with the chord. But also this should be not too fast and not too slow, nice and steady, and we will count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome! And that's the exercise for today. Practice and repeat this for at least 5 to 10 times. You can do this slower, that's totally fine. Enjoy and see you tomorrow for the next exercise. Welcome to day 6. You might be curious about what we will add to our song today. Well, the amazing news is you already know all the notes and you can play all the notes you need to play our song. But you might wonder, why doesn't it sound so nice yet? Well, that's because we need to add some emotion to our music. And that's what we will do in today's and tomorrow's exercise. I will introduce you to 2 very important fundamental techniques to make your music more expressive. Today, we will use a tool that we have on the piano. And this is the foot pedal. If you don't have a foot pedal, I strongly suggest that you get one. You can find one for 10 or 20 bucks in any popular online music store if you have an electric piano. If you have an acoustic piano, you probably already have 3 pedals. In that case, we will use the right one. For everyone else who has 1 pedal, great. That's the one we need. And this pedal is called the sustain pedal. And what it does is very simple. Let me show you. When I play this note here, yeah, and then I take my fingers off the keyboard, the piano stops playing, right? We don't hear it anymore. But now, let me do the same, but this time I press the pedal with my right foot. And it looks like this, and when I take my hand off the keyboard, the note keeps playing. We still hear it, and that's what the pedal does. It keeps the notes playing and sounding longer. And that's a great tool for us at the piano to make our music sound more beautiful. But we need to be careful how we use the foot pedal. And here's the general rule of thumb. You press it with a new chord at the very beginning. Yeah. You keep it pressed, yeah. But then when we change to a new chord, you lift your foot up and immediately press the pedal again. That's right. You only lift it very briefly and press it again. This way, you can make sure that the notes don't get mixed up between chords, because this doesn't sound good. Yeah, when 2 chords are sound together the same way. Yeah, I always call this sound porridge. Yeah, so we want to avoid this. For this reason, when we play our next chord, we lift the foot and press it again. So let me show you how it works. So I play, and now when I say the word now, I lift my foot and press it again quickly. Yeah, every time I say now, watch what my foot does. Now, 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 now. Okay, so for our complete song, it looks like this. Now, 2, 3, 4. Now, 2, 3, 4. Now, 2, 3, 4. Now, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and it might seem easier than it is. And it's always very important to practice without pedal first and then add the pedal later. This is what we will do in today's exercise. You can try first the right hand alone or both hands together. Both works, yeah, but try exactly what I just showed you. And then it looks like this. Now. 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 Practice this again for 5 to 10 times. Enjoy, because you will probably notice our song now sounds much more professional. Enjoy and see you tomorrow. Welcome to day 7. This is a milestone day because we are wrapping up our first song together. You've got the notes, the chords, and the sustain pedal down, and now it's time to add the final layer of emotion with dynamics. So what are dynamics? Simply put, dynamics are the variation between loudness and softness in our playing. For example, I can say I play the same song twice, first without dynamics, once, yeah, and then with dynamics, yeah. Without, it sounds like. Yeah, and with dynamics. Yeah, the difference is like night and day, right? The power of emotions. The trick with dynamic is to create an emotional arc with each chord. Yeah, so we go up and down. Start off softly and gradually increase the volume and then back down. Yeah. And this adds a nuance and depth and emotions, turning a simple chord into a rich emotional experience. So, here's how to do it. Start softly, and I know it's hard, yeah? And this is the first exercise, to play the chord as soft as possible. So when we have something called crescendo in music, and that means gradually increase the volume as you continue to play. So louder, 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 and finally bring it back down the volume a little, even more, and more, and softer, and softer, and softer. So, also, this is much harder to do than it looks, and perfect in dynamics will take a while. Your fingers need to develop the strength and control, yeah, to really, yeah, have the control over the keys. But don't worry, you will get there, yeah. For today, our goal is to take the first step on this, yeah. Try to develop this emotional arc, up and down, yeah. So you can do this with only one chord. That's totally fine, yeah. But maybe you will do this for the entire song, louder and softer. So we start soft for each chord, louder and softer. We start soft for each chord. We become louder and soft. And the last chord. Yeah. So, If you do for only one chord, that's totally fine. But who knows, maybe you will already make the entire song. Let me know in the comments below. Enjoy this exercise, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow for the next exercise and for the next chapter of our piano journey. Congratulations! This is the end of chapter 1. In this part, we learned some basic skills for playing the piano. But before we dive into the next chapter, I want to let you know about 3 other videos I have on my YouTube channel. I have 3 amazing piano tutorials for 3 of the most popular piano songs of all time. Number 1, River Flows in You by Yiruma. Number 2, Comptine au traité by Jan Thiessen. This is the soundtrack from the movie Amélie. And number 3, Für Elise by Beethoven. These songs are absolutely beautiful, but they are not easy for beginners. But I have broken them down into small parts that everyone can master. These tutorials are very popular on YouTube because I show you how to play the songs step by step with clear and easy explanations. I recommend that you try them after you finish this video here. Yeah, and I link this below this video. Okay, but now let's go on with chapter 2. Welcome to chapter 2 of this 21 piano chords. In this second part, we will dive deeper into the topics chords and music theory. Now, let me show you one example of one important fundamental of chords and music theory and how music works. And here's the important thing. Music is all about tension and relaxation. Listen to this. Tension and relaxation. We have a nice melody. That creates tension, but at some point it needs to be relaxed. Keep this in the back of your head for the next chapter. We will come back to this again and again. But now, let's start with day 8. Welcome to day 8 of your musical journey. Today we are diving into the world of half tone and whole tone steps. These are key concepts in music theory, and understanding them will unlock new levels of musical knowledge for you. So, let's start with half tone steps. Yeah. Ever wonder what the smallest step in music theory is? A half tone step. To explore this, place your finger on any key of the piano, no matter if black or white. Yeah. So, go a little deeper into the piano like this. And now move your finger to the very next key, either to the right or to the left. This movement, whether it's from a white key or from a black key or between 2 white keys, is a half tone step. Remember, the next key might be black or white, depending on where you are. For example, this is white and this is white, but these all are half tone steps. So here's a quick example. I start with the note A, move to the next key on the right, which is a black key, and you've played a half tone step. And also half tone steps, you can also call them semitone steps. Yeah, it's the same. Half tone steps, semitone steps is the same. So continue this pattern, and now you'll notice that half tone steps are everywhere on the keyboard. Yeah. So now let's shift to whole tone steps. And a whole tone step is simply 2 half tone steps combined. Start on any note, yeah, a little deeper in the piano, and move 2 keys to the right, 1, 2, or to the left, 1, 2, and that's a whole tone step. It doesn't matter if you're moving from white to black keys or between white keys. The principle remains the same. Yeah? Okay, ready for some hands-on practice? I'll give you one note and the direction up or down, and then I'll tell you whether to move a whole tone step or half tone step. You try to find the right key, and I'll provide you the solution. Don't worry about making mistakes. They are part of the learning process. If you get it right, great job. So, exercise 8, day 8. Let's begin. Here's your first note. Now move a half tone step up. Okay, got it? Here's the solution. Okay, next note. That's the new note. This time, let's go a whole tone step down. Ready? Here's my solution. Ha, that was a harder one. Okay. The next one, try to find this. Now go a whole tone step up. Here's my solution. This one. Okay, 3 more. Now let's go a semitone or half tone step down. Here's the solution. Great. Okay, now let's go a whole tone step down. Here's the solution. 1, 2. That's it. Okay, now let's go a whole tone step up from this note. And this is the solution. Fantastic! Great job! So, feel free to revisit this exercise to solidify your understanding, or try this again by yourself. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. It's all about the learning process. Be proud of your progress and that you're still here, and look forward to the next lesson. So, enjoy, and I can't wait to see you on day 9. Welcome to day 9. Glad to see you again. Today is all about scales, which are important in music. Remember, when we talked about chords, scales are like the building blocks for chords. Our first scale is the C major scale. It's a very well-known melody. It sounds beautiful, and listen to this. This is the melody of a C major scale. So listen to this again and remember, this is the melody of a major scale. Do, 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 do. Yeah, as you learn more, you will see that we can play this melody starting from any piano key. We will get to this in a second. Yeah, but for now, just know that a major scale can start from any key. Okay, think of a major scale as having 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8th note is the same as the first, just higher pitch, 1 octave higher. These are both notes C. So, between some of these notes, there are smaller steps, semitone steps, yeah, or half-tone steps, and between others, there are whole tone steps. Yeah, let's try this with our C major scale. So we start with C, we have a whole tone step, we have a whole tone step, we have a semitone step, half-tone step between 3 and 4, between the third and fourth note, we have a whole tone step, we have a whole tone step, we have a whole tone step. And now, this is my 7th note and 8. This is a half tone or semitone step. So, that's important to remember. Between the 3rd and 4th and the 7th and 8th note is a half tone step, and all other ones are whole tone steps. Yeah. So 1 whole tone step, 2 whole tone step. Now 4 semitone step, 5 whole tone step, 6 whole tone step, 7 whole tone step. Now so between 7 and 8 semitone step. Again, from 3 to 4 and from 7 to 8 semitone steps. This is now very important for our next exercise. This will be a little challenging because now we will try to find a major scale from D. Because to play the same melody we had before, this lo do 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 do, the melody of a major scale, this time we need black keys. Because if I don't use the black keys, it sounds like this. Right? It's not our major scale melody. Our major scale melody sounds like this. So, to find this, we start with D. We go 1 whole tone step up. That's the 2nd note. We go a whole tone step up to the 3rd note, and a whole tone step is this black key. This is number 3. Between 3 and 4 we have a semitone or half tone step. This is this here. 4, 5 whole tone step, 6 whole tone step, 7 whole tone step, it's this black key. And between 7 and 8, semitone step. That means we have these 2 black keys instead of these 2 white keys. So, this is how it works. And now it's really practice time. For you, your task is to start with the note E. Oh no, wait. Let's start with G first. To start with the note G and find the G major scale. Yeah, and you need to pay attention that between 3 and 4 is a semitone step, and between 7 and 8. Okay? Try this now, pause the video, and when you tried it, I give you the solution. Okay, great! Awesome! Here's now my solution for the G major scale. So, we have the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, all white notes, but now whole tone step, F sharp, and G. So, you don't have to understand the name of the notes right now, that this is F sharp. It's not important. Yeah, pay attention to whole tone and half tone steps or semitone steps. I say half tone steps from now on. Okay, great. Let's try this for 2 more scales. Now let's start from E. Pause the video and then I give you the solution for the scale. Okay, great that you're back. Here's now my solution. So we have E, then we have a black key, F sharp, another one, G sharp, A, B, oh, black key, C sharp, black key, D sharp, and E. This is the melody for our E major scale. Yeah. So when we want to play our melody lo, do, 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 from E to E, we need these black keys. Okay, last one. Let's try this from F. from F to F. Pause the video now, try this, and then I give you the solution. Okay, great. So, here's the solution. F, G, A. Now this is the 3, and now the 4th note, semitone step. Whole tone step. Whole tone step. Whole tone step. And between 7 and 8, semitone step. Again, our melody of a major scale, this time from F to F, and this scale is called F major, because we started from F and played the melody of a major scale. These notes are the groundwork and the basis of a lot of songs that are written in the key of a major scale. Very, very popular. So if this seems hard, I have some help. Yeah, I made a free ebook with all this information, with easy to understand pictures and graphics, and you can download it in the link below. It's part of my free piano beginner course at my website werdemusiker.com. If you don't have it yet, I recommend to pause the video, get it now, and then come back to the video so that we can go on. Okay, welcome back. So if you already found at least one scale, that's great, yeah? You're doing well just by trying, and I'm proud of you. Keep practicing different scales, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next lesson. Welcome to day 10. I'm so happy to see you again. Today we are going to explore something really interesting in music. The difference between major and minor scales. Remember how you learned to find a major scale yesterday on the piano? Great job on that. Now let's dive into the world of major and minor scales. You see, in music we have two main moods or types of scales. Major, which is often sounds happy and bright, and present, la da 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 da. And then we have minor, which can sound a little sad, thoughtful, and melancholic. It's a different atmosphere, right? So, again, listen to the major scale. How does this make you feel? Yeah, to me it feels, yeah, powerful. Yeah, it's like present, a little happy, hopeful. Yeah, and now let me play a minor scale. Yeah, compare this. How does this make you feel? Yeah, to me it feels a bit melancholic, sad, and thoughtful. This difference is what makes music so powerful. When a musician writes music, writes a song, they choose between these two scales to set the mood of a song. And it's fascinating how this choice shapes the entire feeling of a song. Pay attention next time you listen to music to a song. Can you tell if this song is written in major or minor? Yeah. Okay. Even though they sound different, major and minor scales have a lot in common. So, for example, the C major scale and the A minor scale use exactly the same piano keys. They just start and end on different notes. And the shift of perspective changes the whole mood of music. And here's a cool fact. Every major scale has a matching minor scale. Yeah, and this is called the parallel scale. Yeah, they share the same notes but start at different ones. So let's try something. To find a minor scale from a major scale, start on the major scale root note. So when I play the C major scale, the root note is the first one, the C, and move 3 halftone steps down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, and this is A, and this is why C major and A minor have the same notes. These belong together. So, these are the notes of my C major scale. Now I go 1, 2, 3 halftone steps down, and from here I play the same notes, which in this case are only white ones. And I do get the A minor scale. Okay, and here's the exercise for today. Day 10, exercise 10. I show you a major scale, and you try to find its parallel minor scale. So let's start with G major. Yeah, I play from G to G. I have this note here and not this. Yeah, and from the root note, now move 3 semitone steps down. Pause the video. Yeah, take the time you need, and I give you the answer in a second. Okay, here's my answer. From G, 3 semitone steps down. 1, 2, 3. That's E minor. Yeah. And if you found this, that's great. That's all you need. Yeah. But let me show you the E minor scale. I play from E to E. And again, we have this note, but not this, but on white keys. That's the E minor scale. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try from D major. Yeah. Which scale is the parallel minor scale from D? From D major. Pause the video, take your time. Here's my solution. 1, 2, 3. It's B minor. Yeah. So, and the scale is this one. Isn't it interesting how shifting a few notes can changing the mood of music? Yeah. You're doing an amazing job learning this. You should know, we are already very advanced because with different scales it can become quite complicated, yeah, and it will take some time that you're really familiar with this, but you will get there. There's so much more to explore in music theory, yeah, and I cover these topics all in my online courses at werdemusiker.com on my homepage. I have free but also premium courses. Again, the link is in the description below. If you really want to dig deep in all these topics, that's the way to go. Okay, but you're doing great. You can be proud of yourself. You're learning important aspects of music theory, like the difference between major and minor scales. You even found some parallel minor scales to a major scale, which is great. Maybe try to find an entire minor scale by yourself, but I have some more great exercises in the next days. Welcome to day 11 of our music theory journey. It's great to have you here. Today, we're diving deeper into scales. Remember the C major and A minor scales? We will focus on the C major scale today. In the C major scale, each of the 7 notes, 5, 6, 7, form the base of a chord. And here's how it works. We pick a random note of these 7 notes. Yeah, I pick this one. This one now is called the root note. I can pick any other, yeah? I can pick this one, and then this is the root note. The root note is our starting note, yeah? So in my case, this is my root note. I play this note, I go to the next, I skip this one, I play this. I go to the next one on the right, I skip this one and play this. And here's my chord when I play these notes together. And I can do this from each of these notes of a scale. And that means, or I love to call it, that these 7 notes are the material of what music is built. Yeah, when we build a house, we do have stones and cement or wood or whatever the material is. Yeah. So in our case, we have a scale. Just 7 notes are the material of most of the songs that exist. And from each of these notes of a scale, yeah, we can say this is the root note, and then we form a chord as I just showed you. And then we also do have 7 chords. And what just happened? We took our material, our scale notes, yeah, we blend them together to create something, yeah, to create a wall of a house. Yeah, we can also say when we are cooking something that the notes are not the material but the ingredients, yeah, and we have to mix them together. And the first thing that we are mixing out of these scale notes are chords. So let's explore these chords. Vital for playing songs in C major. Start with the root note, with C. Skip the next white key and press the following one with your middle finger. Then skip another and press the next with your pinky finger. This gives you the C major chord. We had this before, right? So now, and that's new, move your hand as it is, shifting each finger up 1 white key. Oop. This is the D minor chord. And we can follow this pattern to discover all 7 chords in our scale. We go 1 white key up, E. E minor. Yeah, we go 1 white key up, F major. We go 1 white key up, G major. We go 1 white key up, A minor. We go 1 white key up. This is B diminished. It's not important. We nearly never need this chord. That's number 7. So here's the funny thing. Every song is written using 1 scale. For example, many songs are written in the scale of C major. Many songs. Let It Be by the Beatles or the Sonata Facile by Mozart. Yeah, and this means that these songs and pieces uses only these notes and only these chords that I just showed you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different chords. Yeah. Yes, we have a 7th one, but it's very, very rare. Okay. Now, let's talk about major and minor chords. Because some of these 6 chords are major and minor. Yeah. And the chords on note number 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the 5th note are major chords. Major, major, major. Because this is a C, it's called C major. Because this is F, F major. Because this is G, G major. So, the other ones from number 2, 3, and 6. Yeah, 2 is our 2nd note, 3 Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So a third note. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These chords are all minor chords. And this is the exercise for today that we will start now. Because you need to understand and memorize these numbers. So, and here's the exercise. Now I name a number and you let me know if it's a major or a minor chord, okay? So, from our scale, yeah, we have 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From each of these notes, we have a chord. And some are major and some are minor. So, here's the question. From 1, 2, 3, 4, from this note, this chord, is it a major or a minor chord? Here's my answer. It's a major chord. Okay, number 1. Is this a major or a minor chord? It's a major chord. Okay, number 2. Is this a major or a minor chord? And it's a minor chord. Number 6. Is it a major or a minor chord? It's a minor chord. Number 5. Is it a major or minor chord? It's a major chord. Number 3. Is it a major or a minor chord? It's a minor chord. Great job! Today you've learned the essential chords of a scale, yeah, which you can use to play countless songs, yeah. Stay tuned. We will explore how to apply these chords to different songs throughout this video. So I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Welcome to day 12 of your musical journey. So, today's topic is crucial. Remember when we talked about tension and relaxation? Yeah, and we talk about this today and how it works with chords. So understanding this concept is the key to grasping music theory and how songs create emotion. So, first, let's simplify our chord names. We did this yesterday already, yeah, because I said we do have a chord from number 1, from number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. So we have a chord from each of these notes. This is our scale, and from the first note we have a chord, from the second note we have a chord, from the third note we have a chord, and so on, right? So, because we have a lot of numbers when it comes to music, yeah, we have numbers for everything. These numbers here that represent the chords in our scale, we will write them as Romanian numerals. Yeah, so you can see here we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is how we name. Yeah, when I say now play chord number 1, yeah, we have this Romanian numerals. So each number is a chord, yeah, and each chord in a scale has a level of tension or relaxation, yeah. So, and here are the numbers with relaxation, and these are number 1 and number 6. Total relaxation. Our first chord and our 6th chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These chords have relaxation. Then we have a chord with maximum tension. And this is chord number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all our other notes have moderate tension. Number 2, 3, and 4. So, let's hear this. First, play a C major chord. So it feels relaxed, right? So now try number 5, the G major chord here. Do you feel a little tension? It's 6th resolution, which we can find in a chord. Again, 1. Play this again and pay attention to how it makes you feel. And back to relaxed. Number 1. So, now it's your turn. Try this out for 3 minutes, and that's the exercise for today. That you experiment and get a feeling for this slowly. It's important that you start and end with chord number 1, with C major. But in between, try to play different chords. For example, you can go to chord number 4 and then go back to number 1. And then again, 1, number 5, and back to number 1. Yeah? So, give it time and you will start to see music in a whole new light. Yeah? Enjoy exploring. Welcome to day 13 of our music adventure. Today we're going to have some fun with music, moving beyond music theory into playing songs using 4 simple chords. But first, let's dive into a new technique. Chord inversions. Chord inversions are super useful and they can really change how music sounds. You already know how to play major and minor chords. But until now, we only used the root position of these chords. Remember that our hands stayed like this? So, introducing inversions. They're just about rearranging the notes of a chord. For example, with a C major chord in our root position. If you move the lowest note, this C, 1 octave higher here. Yeah, so we have 2 black keys, we have 2 black keys. This is C and this is C again. And we are moving this C up. And now, this is called this first inversion. Let me reposition my hand. It's still a C major chord, just played differently. Now I bring this E up. So I don't play it with here anymore. I reposition my hand, and again, it's still a C major chord, but this one is called second inversion. So, when I bring the G up, this is the root position again. We always have root position, first inversion, second inversion. When we have 3 notes, yeah? We have 3 notes, root, first inversion, second inversion. The root position, first inversion, second inversion. Okay, now it's your turn. Exercise number 13. Let's start with a G major chord in a root position. So, pause the video, give it a try, and try to find the first and second inversion, and I'll show you the solution in a second. Okay, welcome back. Here's now my solution for the G major chord. When I bring the G up, it's this one. So, for the second inversion, I bring the B up, and the second inversion is this one. Okay, let's try the next chord. Now let's try the A minor chord. And you know what? You don't need to pause the video. We will do this together. First, try the first inversion. I'll give you the solution in a second. Yeah, I play this here, I reposition my hand, and then I play it. That's the first inversion. Now let's try to find the second inversion. So, the C goes up, I reposition my hand, and this is the solution. A minor chord, second inversion. Great! Let's try this for the F major chord. Try to find the first inversion. And here's my solution. The F comes up, reposition the hand. This is the first inversion of F major chord. So, second inversion, try this. And here's my solution. The A goes up, reposition the hand. Second version of the F major chord. Great! So, you can try this out now, also for other chords if you want, for D minor, yeah, for all our chords from the C major scale. You can try this out now. If you have time, if you want to do this, if you need a challenge, yeah, but you're doing great, yeah, that was the exercise for today, to find the inversions. We go on with the next exercise and with the next technique tomorrow. I'm looking forward to see you there, and this will be super exciting. Welcome to day 14. Today's lesson is super exciting because we're going to apply what we've learned yesterday and play songs using inversions. We have 4 chords and we make use of our inversions. So, and we will explore a new concept, and this is the principle of minimal hand movement. Or we can also call it the principle of the smallest hand movement. It's the same, just a different wording. So let's dive in with the chords A minor, F major, C major, and G major. And you will be amazed how many popular songs are based on these chords. Yeah, and to illustrate, I will play 2 well-known piano pieces that use exactly these chords. Yeah, this one is called River Flows in You. Or another very popular piano song is Faded by Alan Walker. Yeah, these are these 4 chords, and there are so many more songs you can play with these 4 chords. But I choose these 2 songs because these are 2 very popular songs in the piano community. Okay, so let's find these chords. We are starting with our scale. C major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. So we are starting with chord number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our A minor chord. So I can also play this here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I play it here. And I want to play this in the second inversion. So I bring the A up. That was yesterday. I bring the C up. And this is our second inversion of the chord. So next, my goal isn't to focus on inversions from now on. This was also for the first chord. Now, here's the principle of our minimal hand movement. And this approach not only makes playing piano easier, but It's also a more cohesive sound, yeah, and smaller movements often produce more appealing melodies. Here's how it works. Yeah, let's say we're moving from A minor to F major. We check which notes are shared between the chords, yeah? I keep my A minor chord here. Now I play the F major chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is F. Let me play the chord with the left hand. So, now I need to check which notes between these two chords are the same. And I start with the first one, F, and I don't see it in my right hand. I see E, I see A, I see C. So, but the F is here. So, then let's check A. Yes, I do have 8 in my right hand. Now let's check C. Yes, I have C in my right hand. So, that means we need to play F and not E anymore. And that means all we need to do is bring the thumb up for the F major chord. So, the next chord I want to play is C major. I played with my left hand to have the notes. So, and again, do I have the C in my right hand? Yes, I have it here. Do I have the E in my right hand? No, it's here. Yeah. Do I have the G in my right hand? No, but it's here. That means I bring these two down. So, and the fourth chord I want to play is G major. Let me play it here. G, yeah. So, again, G. Yes, I have it. I have it here. Do I have B? No, but it's here. And D is here. That means I can keep this here, but I need to bring these two down. So, first, let me make this clear. We are now very deep into the topic of music theory, and this is not easy. And you can study this for your entire life, yeah? But the best, easiest step-by-step guide is what I will cover in my courses on my website, yeah? I link this below, but of course, we will finish this as well. But you should know, if this is a lot for you, that's totally normal, yeah? You will get there over time. For now, it's important that you understand the big picture, the high level, yeah? So, and you don't have to find everything by yourself, what I just showed you. Yeah, but you should know that this is the principle of the smallest hand movement, and we're making use of the inversions that we learned yesterday. And I provided you the solution, yeah? But long story short, we have the A minor chord. And for the smallest hand movement, we bring the thumb up to F, and this is our F major chord, our second chord. And then we wanted to play the C major chord, and the smallest hand movement is that we bring these two notes down to E and G. This is the G major chord. And our last chord is the G major, and all we need to do is bring these two notes, E and C, down to D and B. So, it's a bit tricky, but I believe in you, yeah? Using what we just did, A minor, F major, and these are the most efficient transition to C major and G major. Yeah? And the key is to move your hand as little as possible. The principle of the smallest hand movement. Very important in music. Yeah, this is how orchestra music is made. This is how piano music is made. This is how pop music is made. Yeah? Don't worry about making mistakes. But your exercise now is to play these chords like this. A minor, F major, C major, and G major. Let me do this again very slow. A minor, thumb goes up, F major. Middle finger and thumb go down, and I play the pointer instead of middle finger, C major. And now thumb goes down and ring finger plays instead of pinky finger. Again, A minor, F major, C major, and G major. So that's the exercise for today, that you play these chords using the principle of the smallest or of minimal hand movement. Very important principle. This is why music often sounds so cohesive and beautiful. And your goal is to play these chords using this principle and enjoy also the beautiful sound of these chords. Remember, a lot of popular songs are based on these chords. So enjoy and see you in the next part. Welcome to day 15. Today I want to show you how you can find any major and any minor chord. And this is how it works. You pick a random key. Let's say I pick this note here. This is E. So now I have two options. I want to create an E major or E minor chord. For a major chord, I select 4 semitone steps first. I go 4 semitone steps up, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember this note. And now 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. These 3 notes are my E major chord. For minor chords, it's the opposite. I start with E. First 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 semitone steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is my E minor chord. That's it. How it works from every chord. Yeah, I can go to B flat. Yeah, you don't have to know which note this is. Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a B major chord. So let's start with the exercise for today. I give you a root note. The first note is always called the root note. We start with G. And now, please try to find the G major chord. I give you the solution in a second. So here's my solution. From G, I count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I count 1, 2, 3. And this is our G major chord. Okay, let's try B minor. What's the B minor chord? Here's my solution. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a B minor chord. Okay, the next one from D. What's the D major chord? Here's my solution. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And that's the D major chord. Great! That was awesome! Yeah, this is a super important skill at the piano, to find all the chords. Yeah, we had the principle of chord inversions before. Yeah, I know it will take some time to play all the chords in all inversions. Yeah, it took me a couple of years. It won't take you that long. Yeah, you will probably be able to do this like in 3 months or so if you train this with the right instructions. Yeah, but knowing to play all these chords will enable you a lot of things, yeah, and this is what we will cover in the next part of this video, and this is just a summary of chapter 2. Welcome to a summary of chapter 2. Remember, you don't need to grasp every detail right away. The main takeaway here is the importance of chords in music composition. But I want to show you something very important that even some professional pianists don't know. That every song at any given time has one chord, but only one. And I want to show you this with Für Elise by Beethoven, because this is something that really a lot of professional classical pianists don't know. Because a lot of pianists see the sheet music and then play the notes. But here's the thing. These were chords. And at any given time there's a chord. At this time, we have the E major chord, yeah? You don't have to understand everything. You just understand we have a chord. This chord, E major. Yeah? For example, when I play a different chord, it's not this one, right? This one sounds good. So at any given time, we have a chord that dictates everything else. Yeah, and now the chord changes to A minor. And let me show you what I mean that it dictates everything else. First, when I know this, I can play the notes of our E major chord, E, G sharp, B, E, G sharp, B, E, G sharp, B. We have it all across the piano. Yeah, this is all the E major chord. Yeah, I can play it because of this. I can play the notes as often as I want. Yeah, and then the A minor chord. So it's a little over-exaggerated, but check this out. When I play the melody, the left hand plays. These are all notes of our A minor chord, A, E, A. And the right hand continues with the melody, Lo, Do, Do, C, E, A. This is our A minor chord. This is nothing else. Now I play B. This is part of the E major chord. In the left hand, these are all just chord notes. This is the E major chord. Yeah? So, why do I want to share this with you and what's so special and powerful about this? First, it's great when you want to improvise and create music, and that's huge. But it helps you tremendously to learn new songs faster, easier, and remember them longer until the rest of your life. When you understand how this works, how songs are always built on top of chords. And it surprised me all the time that a lot of professional pianists still don't understand this and don't know this. And that's why I created a course, which is a premium course. It's called Discover the Secrets Most Piano Players Will Never Know. But here's the special thing. Right now, you can get this course for free as a bonus with my piano crash course for beginners. So depending on when you see this video, check the site out in the below this video. I link this in below this video. And if you are lucky, this course is still a bonus for free. Usually I sell this for $99. It's a premium course. It's comprehensive. And it explains you this concept here in detail. It's nothing for absolute beginners, but I mean, hey, right now it's free. You can get it now and learn with it maybe in a couple of months or so. So of course, I always appreciate your visit on my website, verdemusica.com. I try to offer as much as possible for free, and I appreciate you being here. Just another quick example, also Sonata Facile by Mozart. Yeah, C major, lo, do, do, G major, lo, do, do, do. Yeah, chords all the time. The melody, lo, bop, bop. Yeah, that was a C major chord. Yeah, So, when you understand this, it makes everything so much easier. Piano Concerto number 1 by Tchaikovsky. Yeah, sounds huge. These were just 3 different notes: C sharp, E sharp, and G sharp. Yeah, but they are repeated a lot. Like, yeah, I repeat them here, I play them here. Yeah, chords. And many pianists make the mistakes, try to read all the single notes. And don't get me wrong, I love reading sheet music, and we will cover sheet music in this video here as well. But it's a huge mistake. Try to read every single note when reading sheet music, yeah? Instead, when you know the principle of the chords behind, everything will get so much easier and faster and more fun. Okay, that's what I wanted to share with you, and I'm looking forward to see you for the next exercise on day 16. I mentioned before that I have 3 chapters, but I do have 3 chapters plus a small bonus chapter at the end of this video. And I mentioned this below because the next chapter will be about notes and sheet music. And not everyone is interested in notes in sheet music. So, if you're not interested in this, you can skip chapter 3 and go to the bonus chapter by the end of this video. I highly recommend the bonus chapter. To be honest, I do also recommend chapter 3, but it's totally up to you. Okay, welcome to chapter 3, sheet music and notes. Today we are talking about the musical notation system, and of course we do have an exercise. So, first of all, you see here our music notation system, yeah? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, yeah? And then we have here also some other lines, yeah, that divide all these lines, yeah, and these are our bars, yeah, small segments. But I've one question for you, yeah, a very small exercise, yeah. Let me draw in some notes here, yeah, here, and let's draw this note here, and this, yeah. And now I have a question. This note here, this orange note, what do you think? Which note it is? Is it on the piano? What's the name of it? Okay, here's my answer. It was a trick question. Because we don't know yet. So why don't we know yet? Because we haven't had a look at the beginning of the line. Ta-da! And this is what we need, the clef. And it's important because the clef dictates and defines what notes these really are. Because I can change the clef. Yeah, we have different ones. We also do have this one, and you could see the notes here are changing suddenly in pitch. Yeah, and we have so many more clefs. Yeah, there's also a very funny one. Here with so many details, yeah. So and you can see the notes are changing. Yes, because in reality they are not changing, but the clef makes them look different. So, first thing we always need to do is check the clef at the beginning. And this one here is the treble clef. Yeah, this is the main clef we have at the piano. At the piano we do also have a second one. And we also do have a slightly different layout at the piano, because right now you can see this is one line. But let me change this to how it usually looks at the piano, and it's like this. So this is our piano notational system now, because we do have a clef here. That's the pitch clef. This is for the right hand usually, and this here is the bass clef, and this usually is for the left hand. There are exceptions, but in most cases it's like this. So great. Now we could name these notes, but before we do this, let's understand the clefs a little more. This one is also called the G clef. And this one is also called the F clef. And the reason why this is, and it's a little tricky to see here, because this G clef here in the middle where it starts, because when you draw it, you start from inside, you go outside down. So where it starts, this line, it's the second line from, from the bottom. Not the lowest one, but the second one. This is where the G is. Yeah, this is what this clef defines. So it's this one, this line here. And you can see the notes can be between the lines and on the line. Between, yeah, and on. On. This is between two lines, the space between two lines, and this is on the line, right? So, but the G and where this clef starts is this guy here. So this is the G. Yeah, and when you have a look exactly on the left side, this is where it starts. And on the piano, it's this one. This is middle C. This is the middle of my piano. And this is this G. And from here, when I now go to the next note higher, and it's in the space between two lines, I go from G to A. And because we can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it's exactly what's happening now. A, B, A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F. That was a little too high. G. Yeah, so the first one is G, and then we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That also means when we go from the G down, we have F, E, D, C. Yeah, so this is how it aligns with our notes. And that's also great. This is really defined by this clef. When we have this G, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. It's really this one. This is how it translates to the piano. So, for the left hand, and the left hand is nothing we will cover in detail here, because this would be much too much. But to make it short, where the left hand starts, see where the clef starts, yeah, it's called the F clef, and that means on the line where it starts here, this note is called F. And very important, this F is not this F, but this F. And this is why we do have a bass clef. Yeah? It not only says it's an F, but it's an F 1 octave lower. Yeah, so when I play now this G and this F, it's these notes. Right hand, left, right G, left F. Yeah. So we could count now from the bass clef also down, as we did before with the right hand. But to be honest, this is not what we will do in detail. Yeah, E, D, C, and so on. We now have an exercise for our right hand, because I will draw a note. I will draw some notes now. Yeah, and you try to find the notes on the piano, and I give you the solution. So the first note I draw is this one. So please show me this note on the piano, and I give you the solution in a second. Okay, here's the solution. This is G. So let me draw another note. Now I draw this one. So what you need to do is you can really count your way up, yeah? So you can start from the G now. Now you know this is G. Yeah, and then you can see, is it in the space between the notes, or is it on a line? Yeah. And I have a tip for you as well in a second. But what do you think? What is the next note? This one. And here's my solution. It's this B. So, and here's a small trick. You can see both notes are on the line. They're not in the space between. Yeah, this would look like this. You can see this very well usually on the piano. Yeah, that this is between in the space, and this one now is on the line again. So, and when we go from on the line to on the line, on the piano it always looks like this. Yeah, and the next note on the line up is this, the next is this. Yeah, we always skip one white key and go to the next. And this helps us a little because yeah, we will get to this later. Yeah, but for now you should know this helps us a little. So, which note is this? What do you think? It's in the space, right? And from on the line to the space is A. This is an A. Okay, which note is this? Okay, here's my solution. This is F. Great. So, now a little harder. What do you think? What is this? If you need more time, pause the video. Here's my solution. This is C. So, the next one. What do you think which note is this? If you need more time, pause the video. Here's my solution. This is E. So, now a little harder. What note is this? So, this is a C. This C here. And you can see there is another line that we usually don't have. Yeah, and this is like an additional line that we can draw if we are leaving the notational system. Yeah, you can see this is I can still draw notes here. Yeah, and I get additional lines for this note. Yeah, and the same when I go below. But it's nothing else than just more lines so that I can draw higher and lower notes. So usually we don't leave the notational system too much. Yeah, just a little, like this. One help line, and this is a C. Okay, the last note. What is this? Which note? Okay, here's my solution. This is D. Okay, great. So, that was a first small exercise to find the notes on the piano. You should know there are more tips and tricks, and you can learn a lot when it comes to notes. We will cover some tricks in the next lessons, but also if you're interested in much more, yeah, I'll link some resources in the description below the video. But great, you did it. The next day, the next lesson, it was a small exercise. You can be very proud of yourself, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. Welcome to day 17. You can see I still have the notes from yesterday here. And that has a reason, because I want to go on with a second very important thing. Yesterday we were talking about the pitch of a note, if it's a high note or a lower note. Yeah, and also some basic stuff. But we also do have rhythm and timing. And it all starts with the beginning of the line. Yesterday we had a look at the cleaves, but we have one more information. And this is here our measurement. We have a 4/4 bar. And this is the case with most of the songs. Sometimes we have different, but what it means is the top 4, unfortunately I can't make it orange. The top 4 says that we count till 4. And we count till 4 in a very consistent timing, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to be steady, not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, and the lower 4 says that we count quarter notes. And this is how a quarter note looks like. The note that we had yesterday. These are quarter notes. And this is just a definition. Yeah, there's not more to understand. This is only where we start. When we count quarter notes, we count these notes, and this is like probably the most popular. We call it note value. So, and now I do have 4 of these quarter notes in one bar. And we cannot have more, but we also need to have 4. Yeah, 4, 4. The top 4 says we need 4 notes, and the lower says we need 4 quarter notes. And now we do have something called the metronome. It's a click, and you can hear the click now. And this is my 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I highly recommend getting a metronome. You can probably also go online and search for a metronome online, and you get this click, which is a very steady and consistent click. And this is the heartbeat of our song. Yeah, all music has a heartbeat. And this is our metronome. And in the metronome, I have to say, hey, I want to play 4 quarters, like here. And I can give it a speed, like how fast I want to do this. Yeah, for example, what we just heard was the tempo 62. That means we have 62 beats per minute. Yeah, it can be faster and slower. This is something usually the composer does for you. Sometimes we have a little more freedom. Yeah, but in general, we get this information, the measurement at the beginning and also the tempo from the composer of a song. Okay, so, and then we have the metronome, and we just turn it on after having the settings, yeah, and then we hear this click, and this is the heartbeat of the song. And this is very important to understand and to read rhythm. So, in this case, we have quarter notes, yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And we play one note exactly with the metronome, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is what these notes say. So, we do have other note types, and these are 8th note. 1 and 2/8 note are the same as 1 quarter note. Yeah, so these two are the same as 1. Yeah, that means we can use double the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now our bar is full. So now we count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, when I now play this, it sounds like this. Let me turn on the metronome. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you see that I first played 2, 3, 4, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4? Twice as fast. Yeah, because these eighth note are twice as fast, but also steady and consistent. Everything is very steady and consistent, very straight. So we can go on and on. Yeah, we can divide this into 16th note, and these are even much faster. Oh, and also much more in one bar. Yeah, and they are not much faster. Only they are twice as fast. It's always twice as fast and twice as much. That's funny. So these are 60 notes. Yeah, so when I play this now, and I start from the beginning here, like these are the quarter notes, then I have the 8th note, and now I have the 16th note. Yeah, so I just played this here all. And in theory, there is no ending. Yeah, it can go from 16th note to 32th note and 64th note and so on. In general, we don't have to, it won't be too crazy. But we have the opposite. We have half notes. And we only have 2 of them because they are twice as long. So one of these guys is like 2 of the quarter notes. And that means when I play this bar, it's 1, I stay for 2, and then 3, and I stay for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and the last one, also important, is sorry, is this one. I make it here. It's only one note, and this is the whole note, and the whole note is like 4 of the quarter notes. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the very long note. So, let me play this entire bar. Yeah, it's all, the pitch is all note E. Yeah, because you're focusing on rhythm. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I stay for 3 and 4. So, this is how rhythm works. So, and here's the exercise for you. It's only a short exercise, but you can try it again and again. What I will do now is I will count till 4, and then we will try to play this together, okay? It's not easy, but you should try it a couple of times, yeah? So, ready? Just the pointer finger on note E, and then we try this. So, I count till 4, and then we start for the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, great. Try to do this a couple of times. And this is only a small first exercise. You should know when it comes to rhythm, music is infinite. It's endless. Pitch has endings, yeah? At some point, we don't have more keys on the piano. But rhythm is infinite, yeah? You can have always more. So it's a huge topic. It's super interesting. It's a very important part of music, yeah? So, but this was the first introduction. We have a couple of more fun videos coming up in the next days and exercises. I hope you have fun, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow for the next exercise. Welcome to day 18. Glad to have you here again. Today we talk a little more about rhythm, timing, and how to read it. So yesterday we had a first experience here with our notes that you can see here, right? but I want to introduce you to the principle and to the method of counting. So, unfortunately, music is has a lot to do with numbers and counting. Sometimes it makes me sad, but it definitely helps. So, maybe you already mentioned I counted you 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is how we count quarter notes. Quarter notes is simply the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth note are counted 1, and then we have the word and. Yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and this helps us a lot, because pay attention when I count now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Did you see that I said 1 when my hand was on the right side? And I said 2 when my hand was on the left side? 3 my hand was here, and 4 my hand was on the left? Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this stays exactly the same for the entire time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I count quarter notes, my hand stays the same. And 1, 2, 3, 4 are exactly the same parts. And the word and is here in between. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah? Let me first do quarter notes without and. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now eighth note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And this helps a lot because our metronome, our click, like, is always steady. It stays exactly as it is. Only the notes become faster. And this is why this art of counting helps us a lot. The next one, the 16th note. it's very funny to count them. We count 1 and 2 and 3. We all. It sounds a little crazy, right? But we have this in between. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah. So today's exercise is that we count out loud together. If someone is around you and asks you what crazy sounds you give from you, then you can answer, I'm a musician now. I'm a pianist now. This is the life of a musician. So, first we count together out loud till 4. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. But try to keep it as steady as possible. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together and loud, not only in your mind. Yeah, 3, 4. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the next one is now we say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Ready? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and now the hard part. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Always it's the same, like 1 and 2 and 3, but in between everything we have a yeah. So we start slowly, yeah, and this is the hardest one. So ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay. Let's try this a little faster. Ready? Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 okay, great. So, if you mastered this, congratulations. That was super hard, not kidding. But this gives you a glimpse how it will be to read sheets and rhythm, but it will be easier and faster over time, I promise. So, last, I want to invite you to try this now with the notes only here, until here. That we play the E while we count. And I want to show you how it works for first round, and then we do it together. So ready? It sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's it. So when you master this, you probably made 10, maybe 100 times more than most piano students at the beginning when it comes to reading sheets. It will help you tremendously in the future. So let's try this. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and wow. Congratulations. Try this again. Oh, congratulations only because you tried it, because you were brave enough and you're still here, and that's great. You can be really, really proud. Try this again a couple of times now for 5 till 10 minutes to get a feeling, and you even can feel this in your body, the rhythm, when you really pay attention. So, and then I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow for the next lesson. Welcome to day 19. Today I have some tricks when it comes to reading sheet music and notes. And many piano students don't know that, and even some pianists don't know that. But we are making use of our sensational musical notation system, because there is a reason why we do have this system and not like regular letters or whatever, because it actually can make reading notes and reading music make easy. And here is the trick. When we start with this note, or when we have a melody like this, let's say like this could be a melody, and then also what happens a lot is this, and then we could have this melody. It looks already like a complicated melody, but I have a trick for you in a second, what doesn't make it that complicated. I actually do have 2 tricks that makes reading this melody much, much easier than it looks like. Because we have a lot of notes, right? And what most people do is They have a look at this note and they think, okay, wait, this is, let's have a look. This is G. Then they go to the next note and they think, wait, this was G, then this must be A, this must be B. Then they go to the next one and then they, and so on, yeah? So, you can do this. There's nothing wrong with doing this. But it can become much faster if you make use of the power of our notational system. Trick number 1 is that we need to understand which one is the first note. This is G. And from now on, we do not have to know the name of these notes. All we need is the direction. So this note goes up, up, down. And this is something you can see super fast, right? Up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, right? You can see if the note goes up or if it goes down. So it's maybe not super fast, but it's fast, right? Much faster than counting the single notes, seeing the direction. The next thing what you can see is easily if it's on a line or in a space between two lines. These notes are all in the space between two lines, right? And these are all on the line. It's relatively easy to see. Yeah? On the line, in the space between two lines. In the space between two lines, on the line. So, and there are not many options when there's a note on the line and on the line. Yeah, and for example, from on the line to on the line, we had this before. We can say we skip this and play this. We skip this and this is on the line. We skip this is on the line. Between the lines, on the line. Between the lines, on the line, and so on. Yeah. And we have not many options. Also, usually notes are close together. Yeah, it's not often that we have a melody like this. Yeah, usually notes are very close together. This is a very rare, because this melody also doesn't sound nice. Yeah, most melodies sound nice that are close together. So, that means to play this, all I need to do is to understand this is G. Then I go to the up, and this note is on the line. That means it's this note. I don't have to understand what I'm playing here. Yes, this is B, but I don't have to understand that I play B. Yeah. So I go, and this, I go up, and I go, it's also on the line. It's this note, and then I go down, it's on the line. So these notes are these. Wow. So, there's one important skill that you need to develop to work with this system, and it's trust. You have to trust, and you should be afraid of making or playing a wrong note. And when you trust this, that you have a look at the first note, and then you only have a look. Does it go up, up, and down, and it's on the line? Yeah, and then you simply play it and trust the process. Chances are high you will make a lot of mistakes at the beginning, but over time you will become a great sight reader. Yeah, and you will be able to read sheet music fast. So, and this alone could help us now play this entire line fast. If there wouldn't be another second superpower. In music, we have a lot of repetitions. Yeah, and it's not rarely when I have a look at this bar and have a look at this bar and try to compare it, high level, yeah, not the details. Does it look similar? You know what? This entire line looks similar, right? In some way. It's not everything the same, but yeah, it looks similar, yeah? But when we compare this to this bar, yes, it's exactly the same. These two notes. So this, when I compare this to this, would you say it's the same? It's not the same, but it's similar. Yeah, because here we are in the space of 2 lines. Yeah, and here we are on the line. Yeah, so we need to pay attention to the first note here. We go from on the line to the space between 2 lines. And this is always the next white note. Yeah. And then we have the same system as before. Yeah. Up, up, down. This bar is exactly the same like this. So, and the last bar is exactly the same like the first 2. Yeah, so in reality, we only have 2 different bars. Yeah, but they are repeated again and again. So, if someone would have tell me this when I was 16 or 13 or so, oh my gosh, that would be a huge help. Yeah, music is all about repetitions. And you can see this all over in music. So, and this will help also a lot, yeah, with reading sheet music. And it makes it much more accessible. So, here's our exercise for today. And I want to be honest, it's super, super hard. Because now we play this melody, we hear the click, but we hear it slow. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our tempo, our speed. And we try to play these notes, okay? Right now. No worries about making a mistake. You should know it's super, super hard for a beginner, yeah? But we should do this, and you should experience this, because when you experience this now, you are ahead like of 99.999 of all piano students just by trying it and experiencing it. It's very important to be comfortable with making mistakes also. Yeah, of course, we want to avoid making mistakes on the long run, but for the first try, yeah, it's totally normal to fail. So let's try this. The first note is G. We played with our thumb, and then we try to play this entire line using the tips that we just provided. Trust. Yeah, trust is a very important part. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow! Hey, that was awesome! Only because you tried it. Really, congratulations! Wow, you can be super, super proud. You can try this now again and again. Yeah, I recommend this. Try this at least now for 3 or 5 times after I'm finishing today's lesson. And yeah, and that's it. You should know that was a small introduction in the world of sheet music. There are so many things when it comes to sheet music. Yeah, for example, we only covered white keys. Of course, we have sharp and flat notes. These are our black keys. We have many, many additional signs in music when it comes to this. Again, I link you some resources in the description below. But other than that, I hope you have fun, you enjoy a little the process. We covered very important basics when it comes to sheet music, yeah? So you should know there's much more to discover, but the most important basics, yeah, is we cover them all. So, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Enjoy now practicing this exercise again, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow for the next lesson. Welcome to the bonus chapter, additional tips and advanced techniques, and as part of this chapter I also have a summary to summarize everything what we had in this video, and I'm sure that it will make much more sense, yeah, how everything works together and what you can do with this now. Because this course is a very comprehensive course of a lot of parts of music, and you can imagine the world of music is huge, it's infinite, it's endless. That's the beauty of it. And this video covered primers of all different parts, and I will summarize them as part of this chapter so that you can understand how it helps you to make music, no matter if it's piano music, classical music, soundtracks, popular soundtracks for movies, pop songs, and so on, or jazz, yeah, so many things. So this will be part of this module. But first, let's start with day 20. And day 20 is about playing both hands at the same time, because this is one of the biggest challenges when it comes to playing the piano, especially when the hands do something independent. For example, when they play together like this. This is on the easier side. I don't say that it's super easy because we have the weak fingers, and this can also be a challenge. Yeah, but when we play something a little more comprehensive, yeah, it becomes much harder. So here's the thing. This lesson for today, for day 20, is a longer lesson. It's about 18 minutes long. It's comprehensive, it's intense. Yeah, if it's too long for you, feel free to skip to the next one. But it's great because you will learn exactly this. And it's not easy, but we break this down in very small parts, how you should practice it. And that's what makes it so great. And so long also, this lesson. So it's a long exercise. It's a video I recorded before. So enjoy now the lesson and exercise where we play both hands at the same time independently. Okay, so let's start with this exercise here in this video. The goal is that we're able to play this at the very end. And I also do have a full tutorial for this song, and I'll link this down in the description below as well. But first of all, step by step here, we have enough to do. So, of course, you have to play the left hand first perfectly here with this E, G, B, E. This is an E minor chord. First you play the two E's, then with a pointer the B, then G and E, and then the B alone. So, and you should be able to play the left hand like this, and you should play this perfectly. That's a very important step before we play both hands together. Well, this is not super easy, it's a little advanced, yeah, so take your time for this. So the two E's, pointer, then E and G, and then the B again. So that's very important that you will be able to play it like this. Yeah, well, you don't have to play it super fast, but it should be fluently. Take your time. I go on with the right hand. Here we have with the thumb the G, and the pointer goes on the F sharp with the thumb back to the G. And then here with the ring finger, so that was the first part, yeah, G, F sharp, G. And then here with the ring finger, B, pinky C, and back to B. Also, that's a little challenging because these two are weak fingers, ring finger and pinky. Yeah, so, but that's the right hand. Yeah, you should be able to play this very well as well. So now we have the real challenge. Yeah, and let me show you how small we break this down. The left hand plays the both E's. The right hand prepares that she plays the G with the thumb, and when she does this, the left hand pointer plays B. Okay, and that's the first practice part. Only the first two E's, and then pointer and thumb. So, That's a very small practice part, and this is how it works. So, and then, yeah, you are able to play the 2 E's and the B and the G. It's not super easy, of course. It has to do how long you played, which experience you have, yeah. But repeat this again and again and again and again, and that's the way to do it. Okay, then we go on. We add the F sharp with a pointer. Like this. That's the next practice part. Both E's, then G and B, and with a pointer F sharp. So, the next thing is, after this F sharp, the right hand plays G and the left hand plays G and E. So we have F sharp alone, in the left hand G, E, and right also the E. F sharp, both hands together. F sharp alone, both hands together. F sharp alone, both hands together. Now you repeat this like 50 times or so on. That doesn't take too much time, but you repeat it 50 times. And this is how your brain memorizes this, and how you train your brain to play with both hands together. So, now we play all together. But take your time, you can spend a week with this video. Okay, the 2 E's, then B and G, in the right hand F sharp alone, then in the left hand G and E, and right hand the G. Perfect. Again, left together, right together. Left hand together, right hand together. Again, left hand together, right hand together. Again, slower. Now together, B and G. Right hand F sharp alone. Left hand E and G, and right hand G. So, these are even slower. This is how it works. Yeah, let's have a look which are the next notes and then play them. Yeah, prepare which are the next notes. Aha, these two. And if you're ready, I can play them. Oh, sorry. Oh no. So right hand F sharp alone, and then the left and E and G, and right the G. So, okay, we have one more note. In the left hand, the B alone. Yeah. So here, the left hand with the B. So on the left hand B. Again, very slow, even slower. Yeah, okay, it doesn't have to be faster, it can be even slower. The thing is, if you're able to play this in loop, yeah, so again and again, so we end with the B and start with the E's again. Yes, play this on repeat, like this. Yeah, then you can become faster. Yeah, when you play this on repeat. Yeah, you don't have to be so fast. The piece isn't even that fast. Yeah, okay, so alright, that's the practice part. And of course, we will break it down in such a small part, yeah? These are the small steps we need to go. and that are also possible to make. That's great. Yeah, and you can really spend a week just with this video. I'm not kidding. Okay, so then we go on here with the right hand. When the left hand plays the B, when we play this on repeat, I played the B alone, but when we play the B in the left hand, we also play another note when we go on. Then the ring finger plays also the B. And then the C alone, so we play the both B's together, left hand, right hand B, and the right hand the C. The two B's and this C, that's the next practice part. C alone. Yeah, okay. Until here. Left hand, then together, right hand alone, together, together, right hand alone, and after the C, we have the B and E and G in the left hand. So that means we have here B and B, and the right hand then C alone. When the right hand goes back to the B, and the left hand plays E and E. Yeah, as at the beginning. So again, so we have B and B, C alone. And when the right hand plays the B in the right hand, we have E and E in the left hand. Again, B, C, right hand alone. Both hands, right hand the B and the both E's in the left hand. So that's the next practice part. B, the both B's at the same time, the C alone in the right hand, back to the B and the left hand the both E's. Take your time. Together, right, together. Again a little slower. Together, right hand, together. Again. Okay, so, and also this, you can repeat this again and again, 50, 100 times. It doesn't take too much time, but you train your brain and you teach your brain something new, and becomes so easy over time. Yeah, you won't notice how easy, how difficult it was when you're able to play it like this. Yeah, this is how it will be very soon. Super easy. Yeah. Okay, but of course, take your time for now. Play it very slow. That's super fine. Your brain still learns this. Yeah, it's the reps. Yeah, you have to put in the reps. No, it's the repetition. Yeah. So much slower. That's totally fine. Okay, so that's the next practice part. If you did this a lot of times, we can play everything together. So we already had this. Yeah. I don't know when you started with this video, if everything was today or maybe already a week ago. Yeah, then you can go on here with today's part, C alone, B and the both E's. And that's another challenge, yeah, to bring both practice parts together now. Yeah, so I already played a little more, but again. So first the E, then right hand G. Sorry, in the left hand the E's alone, then B and G alone, F sharp alone, back to G, G and E, now both B's, the C and the right hand alone, and back to the B in the right hand, and the left hand plays the both E's. Yeah, and also that slow. Left, together, right hand alone to the F sharp, right hand goes to G, and the left hand G and E. Right hand on the B, and left hand also B with a pointer. Right hand on C, pinky, back to B, in the left hand plays E and E. Thumb and pinky. So, this is where we arrived. And that's a great practice part. So slow. Yeah. And of course, then you can become a little faster when it works. And you will notice that it becomes also easier. Well, it doesn't have to be today everything, yeah, but you will see the next days. Also, when you sleep at night, it's like magic, yeah. It's really the brain learns while you're sleeping, yeah, especially on things like this. Okay. Then we have the and the end here, the left hand alone. Here we have the both B's and C alone. And when I play B now on the right hand, we have the E in the left hand, the E's. And then on the left hand we add the B, then E and G with middle finger and thumb, and then with the middle finger the B again. Yeah, this is what we are adding at the end. So that's the left hand pattern we already had, yeah, but we finished this one in the left hand. And this looks like this, very slow. Left, 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 left. And from start. Again, from the beginning, a little faster. And this can get even faster. Okay, great. Yeah, at this, yeah, when we go on playing the song, yeah, where the left hand changes here, the E's go to the D's, and the melody in the right hand changes. But as I mentioned before, I have a very comprehensive piano tutorial for this piece, Continue autre été, linked in the description. Well, thank you so much, of course, for being here, and see you in the next lesson. Welcome to day 21. And this is a summary of the entire course, yeah? Well, not of the entire course, but how everything works together. Because tomorrow is day 21, and then there we'll have a great exercise and one trick that allows you to play almost all your favorite songs quickly. But so that you understand how this works, I give you a summary today. So, let's start. Every song starts with a scale. When a composer writes a song, no matter if it's Beethoven, Mozart, Beatles, the Eagles, or Taylor Swift, or even Eminem, or popular rap, pop music, jazz music, it all starts with a scale. And either a major or a minor scale. So, a composer can choose to write a song in the scale of C major. We had this scale before. Some composers choose, okay, I write in minor. because I want my song be a little more melancholic and sad and thoughtful and so on. I have to say, some composers do this like very conscious, deliberate. They know exactly, okay, this should be in major. And some do this like a lot of very popular composers have no background in music theory, yeah, and they do this by their intuition, yeah. So subconsciously they just write something, but no matter how they do it, it's either major or minor. So let's say a composer choose a major scale, and he can choose any of our major scales. And you learned how to form and find all my major scales on the piano. The C major scale is great because on the piano it has only white keys, but we can play the same melody lo do 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 from any other key. I can start from A, but I need black keys. Da 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 to play the same melody. I can also play it from F sharp. Ya da 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 da. It's the same melody. Yeah. So, but sometimes you need black keys. When it comes to black keys and other scales than C major, it's complicated, and this is something we didn't cover in depth in this video. This is, yeah, I link you some resources in the description below for this. But let me give you one more example. I think I played this before from Mozart, Sonata Facile, very popular. He decided to write this in major, and I'm sure he knew exactly what he did, and C major. Sorry, I made a small mistake, but I can play the song from okay, the black note. Then it becomes a little challenging, especially when you never did this before. Yeah, it works. Yeah, I need to practice this. Yeah, but you can see I can play this from every key. I just started with A. Let me start with E. Yeah, I really never did this before. So, but you can play every song in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different keys. We have 12 different keys at the piano. So, Mozart composed the song in the scale of C major. And I just played it also in A major and E major. So, everything is based on a scale. Let's go back to C major. Our scale does not have 12 different keys. These are all keys we have on the piano. A scale has less keys, only 7. And note number 8 is the first one again. Yeah, then it repeats everything. So that means we can play nearly all songs with only 7 different notes. And yes, I can play a lot of songs, thousands, tens of thousands songs, using only white keys. Yeah, I need to translate them. I need to play them all in the key of C major. That's also a little challenging, but probably. Yeah, you can see I'm only using white keys. That means these are only 7 different ones. Yeah, and Mozart again. Yeah, and probably now I need to experiment a little. Yeah, or what else can I play? Maybe something from Taylor Swift. it's possible only using white keys. I do have a video in my piano crash course that I will also link you down in the description, where I play a lot of songs only using white keys. Yeah, sorry, that was only very spontaneous, just to give you an example. So that means everything is based on the scale. The next step that we do have on top of our scale are chords. And from each of these 7 notes, we do have a chord. Yeah, and all we do is we play this note with the thumb and have our hand position like this. And this is the root position of any chord. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chords. We don't need chord number 7 in most cases, only 6 different chords. And chords are so powerful, and we covered this only slightly yet, but I do have a bonus lesson at the very end of this video that will cover left hand pattern. So, and this will make music very beautiful and very great, because the melody is always very close to chords, and then we can play a left hand pattern. Sorry. So, and this, to play something like this, what I just did, we need to understand chords, because I was thinking here C major, an F major chord, again the C major chord, yeah, and this is why we have chords as part of our scale. Chords form the basis of the melody, of the left hand pattern, and so that everything makes sense. But you may say, hey, wait, the chords here look different what you did in the left hand. And you are right, because the left hand plays something called inversions, or also voicings. And that means when we have the chord C, the note C, E, G of a chord, I can bring the C up, yeah, and remember, these are the chord inversions. I can bring the E up, and this is all the C major chord, but in different forms. Yeah, and when I go one step further, yeah, I can double the C. I play it here and here. I play it also here, and then this is also the C major chord. And then I can go further. I can also double the E here, the C. This is hard to play, but also this is a C major chord. So the possibilities of chords alone are endless and huge. But let's keep it like this for now. What you need to understand, we have scales first. On top, we have chord that help us play a beautiful left-hand pattern, help us understand and learn the melody faster. And yeah, at the end of the day, this is how music works. And when I have, and let me show you the melody, an example for the melody as well. Yeah, we have the chord C major, la, da, 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 da. Yeah, and I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes, and 3 of the 5 notes were part of the chord, and the other 2 notes are very close to it. The melody is also always very close to chords. So, this is how music works. You don't have to understand and do everything like this, yeah? There's some practice left, but you will get there. Long story short, we covered a lot, yeah? But at the end of the day, this is everything. And then we can write this down using notes and sheet music. But at the end of the day, this is only what we will write down. The real magic happens on the keys. Yeah, sheet music is great. I love to read sheets. I love to be able to read sheets. Yeah, but in many cases, we don't need sheet music. We can only focus on scales and chords. And this is what we will do tomorrow, our final day. We have one trick that will allow you to play almost all your favorite song quickly using chords. Welcome to the final lesson, and yes, this is already a bonus lesson. So I have 2 bonus lessons, this one and the next one. But the big finally is here. Yeah, the showdown is this one. So today you will learn a trick how you can play almost all of your favorite songs quickly. I need to say, it's advanced, it's not easy, but you can do this, and I highly recommend that you don't give up. Again, if everything is too hard for you, I have multiple resources in the description below. Yeah, I highly recommend my piano crash course for beginners. This is a very great way for nearly all of my subscribers started like this, and that was a great start. You get a free ebook, which is very comprehensive. Yeah, I link this down. But I highly recommend that you give this exercise a try. Yeah, and I don't say in the first time it works and you're done. Yeah, you need to do this exercise again and again as part of a practice routine. But this is super, super powerful. Okay, it's a video I produced before. It takes like around 8 to 10 minutes. It's definitely worth it, and I highly recommend that you do this now. So enjoy, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow in the last bonus lesson. We are now ready to learn our first favorite song. And the first song I want to learn in this video now is Hotel California by the Eagles. What I do first, I go to my favorite search engine, type in Hotel California, and then the word chords. In most cases, it brings up the site called ultimateguitar.com. So let's open the site. Scroll a little down, and then you will see where it says intro and verse, and we have the lyrics and all the chords. So with these chords, I can now go back to the piano. And we start with the verse. So we see here it says AM. Yeah, that stands for the chord A minor. So the good news is, no matter what it says, M or the 7 or whatever, you can see here on our piano we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it's going to be repeated A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It looks so complicated, but it's much easier than it looks. So when it says A, no matter if it says A, M, whatever, we take the A, we put on our thumb on the A, and the pinky places the note where it's on when all the fingers are next to each other. So this one. So, and the left hand also plays A. So this is our first chord. So, let's try the same one with the E. Here it says E, so we check our piano. Here is E. We place our thumb on the E, and our pinky is on the B. So the left hand plays E. Okay, let's try only this first verse part. I play A and then E. And this is also your first task now. If you do the same song, or you can pick your favorite song, choose the first chord and the second chord. So let me be clear. This here is not very easy, but if you take your time and if you do this every day, E, A, and E, and back to A, and back to E. I have a very special secret in a second, but let's try the first line when you say, on a dark desert highway, cool wind in the hair. So, great, ignore my singing, but this is how it works. We can go on with the next chords for the next line, and then we have G, and D. Yeah, and we can just move our hand down to G. Warm smell of colliders. And up to D. Rising up through the air. Yeah, and I could go on and on and on. But the task for you is now play A and E. Only the first two chords. Again and again. And the next task for you is play G and D. And this is G and D. G and D. Yeah, and you can go on and on and on with the next chords. Then we have F and C. And of course, the next exercise is to play all the chords. So again, let me be clear, this is not easy, but this is our practice routine. And here's the great thing about this practice routine. When you do this every day, you will notice a pattern. You will see things again and again and again and again. So this is actually a very complicated song. We have a lot of chords. You have a lot of chords, yeah? On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colliders, rising up through the air, and F, up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light, and D, my head grew up heavy, then I had to stop for the night. And of course then we have chorus with F. Welcome to the Hotel California. 2, 3, 4. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. So, and here's the first pattern that we will notice. We have F and C, E and A. And we had this before, and also on the next line, F and C. You will notice when you do a song every day, you will become faster and faster with A, E, C, D, F, G, and A, and so on. And this way, you will learn a new song every day, maybe every other day, maybe every week, whatever. And you will learn the system behind everything. Because maybe you heard that chords are behind every major song, no matter if you play Für Elise, A minor, E, and A minor. Yeah. And if you trust this process, you will notice then when you later learn the entire melody of the song that it will become easier, faster, and more fun, and you will learn something that most piano players will never learn. Welcome! This is my last bonus lesson for you. First of all, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm super happy. And I hope you are too. I'm always looking forward to hear from you. You can leave a comment below this video or also send me an email. When you are a part of my community, my email community, for example, when you get my free email crash course, piano crash course for beginners, you can hit reply to each email, yeah, and I love to hear from my students, so also from you. So if you have a story to share, I would love to hear that. Okay, today's lesson is all about the secret power of left hand piano pattern. And it makes every melody that we play. For example, when yesterday you used chords and you played a melody in the right hand for this, you try to find a melody, or just play the chords, and then you play a melody later on. It makes every melody sounds beautiful. Yeah, for example, I can play this melody. This is nice, but when I play, This makes it just so beautiful. It makes a beautiful piano version out of every song, even out of rock music songs. So, and this is how it works. First, you need to understand when you play a chord. The C major chord, for example, has the notes C, E, and G. So, we need to position our left hand like this. C, E, G, and here the C again. So, and this is the first exercise. Pinky, ring finger, pointer finger, thumb. Pinky, ring finger, pointer finger, thumb. C, E, G, C. So, I highly recommend that you repeat this now for 50 times. It can be super slow, but it's hard at the beginning. The pinky loves to go up and so on, yeah? So, this is part number 1, that you practice and repeat this again and again. Yeah, pause the video now and do this for 50 or 100 times. So, and it will take a couple of weeks until you can play it really fast. So, the next one is that the thumb goes one note up to D. We play pointer. Thumb goes down to C. And pointer finger. So D, G, C, G. Again. 3, 4. 3, 4. D, G, C, G, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is the next exercise. Repeat also this for 50 times. Now pause the video and repeat this for 50 times. Okay, and these are the 2 parts that we glue together. Number 1, up. Now the thumb goes up. D, G, C, G. And again. And that's the left hand pattern. That was 1 round for 1 chord. If you keep practicing this over the next days, don't forget to sleep so that your brain processes all the information. Yeah, it sounds like this. And again. Yeah, and this is very steady. Dum, 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 dum. Again. Dum, 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 dum. And a little faster. Dum. Yeah, that was the C major chord. But, you know, we have the chords for each song. We can move this to the G major chord. Yeah, and do the same. Your hand can stay as it is. We can also move to the A minor chord, A, C, E. Yeah. Yeah, I play this 2 times. Now let's go to the F major chord. Yeah. So again, this is nothing that you will do in 10 minutes and it works, especially not so fluent. And when you need to change the chords, we have to jump from the G down to G with the pinky finger when we change to the next chord. Yeah, these are challenges. It will take probably, when you do this every day, for the next, it's hard to say. Some people make this in 3 days. For some people, it takes like 3 weeks. But you know what? 3 weeks is super, super fast. Even 3 weeks. Yeah. This is a left-hand pattern that can you use for the rest of your life because it's just beautiful and it won't get harder when, yeah, this is something, a great investment. Yeah, you can use it for years to play all the songs, yeah, because really you only have another melody, and at the end of the day, every piano song is based on some kind of left-hand pattern, and they are all very, very similar. So when you practice this for the next weeks, even if it's slow, it's a great investment. And then you can play songs like yeah, sorry. That was a small improvisation. Yeah, that was no popular song. And how beautiful does it sound? Yes, it was a nice melody, but it was this magical left-hand pattern, the secret power on the piano. Alright, so I recommend that you practice this for the next couple of weeks. But what I also recommend, what you should do next. First, this video was a high-level overview. We said hello to some areas of music theory and piano. Yeah, but on my YouTube channel I have tutorials for specific songs that you can learn. Yeah, and with detailed instructions. I do have specific lessons where we go more in depth for each topic. And if you want to have really like the step-by-step guide, yeah, where you don't have to search and what's the best way to go on, I have these courses on my website werdemusiker.com. There are free courses but also paid courses. So all these resources are in the video description below this video. You find the other YouTube videos and also the courses on my website. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to see you very soon in the next video.